What's up, Peak Timers? Let's unbox the 2025 Hot Wheels J case. I get all of my cases from Granite Toys. If you want to get your own Hot Wheels case sent to you each time a new one comes out, check out granitetoys.com. Links in the description box below. The regular treasure hunt for this case is the Nissan Leaf Nismo RCO2, and the super treasure hunt for this case is the 62 Corvette Gasser. Hopefully we find one of those in this case. All right, let's go ahead and unbox it. The car that I'm most excited for in this case is the new Ferrari, which we're gonna be able to see here shortly. Let's go ahead, put that case back right here, and we'll get started right at the top with our first three. And we have the Disney Steamboat, followed by Track Dwagon right there, and that is a new color variation of the Track Dwagon, followed by the High Roller right there. And off to the top again, we have the Holler Back, which is a new for 2025 casting. That is a recolor of it though. And we also have the 96 Dodge Viper GTS, followed by the Decidedly Go. Both of these are new for 2025 castings, as you see that sticker on there. And these ones were from the previous case though, so they're not new to this case, but still good to have extras of those. Then we have the Honda Moto Compt, and wow, that is definitely a weird. Moto Compo is the official name of it. Look at the guy on the card. This is a new for 2025 casting, as you can see. And wow, I don't know what to say about that. That is super weird looking. Okay, we'll put that aside. And next we've got the Punk Rod and the BMW 635 CSI. And next up we've got, I'm gonna throw that back there. We've got the Mill right there. That's a new color variation, followed by the 71 Mustang Funny Car. That is the main line to the Super Treasure Hunt from the previous case. I actually never got this one, so I'm happy to have the mainline variation now. Then we have the 2015 Land Rover Defender Double Cab, and that is a new red colored variation. That's a super nice looking color variation. I like all these new reds that they're coming out with. And Batman and Robin Batmobile, but forget that. Let's see the new for 2025 Ferrari SF90 Stradale. Super excited for this casting. I actually already do have one in hand, but I'm excited to finally get it in the case. Then we have the little red express truck, but let's have a look closer at that Ferrari right there. Just a beautiful new casting. I love the Rosa Corsa red color variation that they have with it, and we'll be getting some new color variations of this car pretty soon, I would assume. So very nice to have our first official Ferrari in the 2025 Hot Wheels lineup. It is the Ferrari SF90 Stradale. So we'll go ahead and we'll put those aside. Then we'll follow it up with the Toyota GR86 Cup car, and that looks to be a new color variation for that one, followed by the Cruise Bruiser in yellow right there. That's a new color. And we have the Cone Shaker. That's a new for 2025 casting we saw in our previous case, but there we have it followed up into this case. And next we've got the Nerve Hammer, followed by the HW50 Concept and the Vespa 90 SS Super Sprint 1966 in a new color. And we have the Heiko Type D, and this is a new for 2025 casting that is already recolored. We'd already seen this one in an earlier case this year. And another new nice red recolor is the Porsche 911 Carrera Clip. This is the car that is a keychain, so you can see you can clip it onto your keys if you want to. I'd assume if you have a Porsche, you'd want to do that. I don't know if you'd want to be a poser or anything, but up to you. Cupra E-Racer is our next one. There we go. And what else do we have? We've got the Drift and Brake, followed by another new for 2025 casting. This is the Renault Espace F1. This is a pretty cool car. You should look this up in real life. They made this car, and it was just a super fast van, like a track only van. So that is pretty cool, new for 2025, followed by the Supercharged, which we saw in our previous case already. And next we've got another new for 2025 casting. It is the Hot Wings right there. So that looks to be some sort of hot sauce bottle. That is definitely interesting, to say the least. Maserati Chamel, new color variation in black. That is a new for 2025 casting we saw. I think it was in the A or B case this year, and that is our first recolor of it, followed by the Ford GT Borla edition right there with the big Borla on the side of it. Pretty nice color. And what else do we have? Ooh, 71 Lamborghini Miura SV, new color variation of that one. Look at the red interior on that as well. Very nice. Followed by the 70 Dodge Hemi Challenger, and followed by the 67 Austin Mini Van. All right. And the last three cars of the first half of our case. And we have another BMW 635 CSI, followed by the El Viento, and a 95 Mazda RX-7 Drift. I love that color variation. Yellow with the white wheels and the graphics on the side. Looks really good. So that is cool. All right, next half of our case. We'll get down to it. Let's see. We can possibly get a super treasure hunt in here. Hopefully, we'll find one. Another Renault Space F1, followed by the 1968 Lotus Type 49. Right there, that's a new color of that. And we had another one of the Disney Steamboats as well. And we'll grab these three cars right here. What do we have? We've got it's the new Formula One Mercedes right here. Mercedes AMG Petronas Formula One team right there. That is a nice new one. So we're getting all the Formula One cars. Hopefully we'll see a Ferrari Formula One car in the main line. So that would be really cool. Another one of the Ford GTs and a 2017 Ford F-150 Raptor. Love the color variation of that one. That's proper Raptor color right there. And up top, we've got the Batman and Robin Batmobile again. We've got a Dragon Wagon. And this is a main line to what would be the super treasure hunt for this case. Still a chance to get the super, but that's the 62 Corvette Gasser mainline right there. So that's what it looks like. And what else do we have? Ooh, new color variation of the Gordon Murray T50S. That is a cool looking tealish blue color. Also a really cool color variation of the 1989 Mercedes-Benz 560 SEC AMG. One of my favorite castings from last year. Very, very nice. And the Cupra E-Racer right there as well. Actually, the Mercedes-Benz, I believe, was a 23 release, was I'm not mistaken. Let's look at the bottom right here. Can we see the dates? I don't see the date code on there, but I think it was 23. I can't remember, but that's a cool color variation to say the least right there. We've got 71 Mustang Funny Car, another one of those ones that's the main line to the Super. Another 2019 Chevy Silverado Trail Boss LT, followed by a recolor of the Zinger 12C in orange right there. It's a nice orange. Looks pretty cool. Not the most popular casting, though. We've got the 71 Hemi Challenger again, and another Ferrari SF90 Stradale, new for 2025. Love it, of course. And the Trek Wagon again. And what else do we have down here? We've got Nerve Hammer, the Draftinator, and a HW50 Concept. We'll put those aside. And we've got another one of the Hot Wings, the Vanster, and another 95 Mazda RX-7 Drift car. And we've got Punk Rod, followed by Supercharged, and a Holler Back. Getting through some of those ones. Oh, there's the regular treasure hunt for the case. It is the Nissan Leaf Nismo RC02. You can see the treasure hunt logo just right there on the back. There it is. Pretty cool treasure hunt for the 2025 Hot Wheels J case right there. Proper grain for the EV. There you go. Perfect. Nice to get the treasure hunt for the case. Awesome minivan, another one of those, and another one of the new Honda Moto Campo. Weird looking casting right there. Bottom of the case, we've got 2019 Silverado Trail Boss LT. Is that our third one for this case? Sometimes we do get triples in the case. Batman and Robin Batmobile. That might even be the third one of that one as well. And we got the Kowloon's Hyper Van. And that's a new color variation of that one. Last three cars of the case. We've got Little Red Express Truck, followed by the Mattel Dreammobile, and a really cool new color variation, clean looking 67 Mustang. That's a fastback Mustang. Comment down below your favorite car from this case.